I am back. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV. Before I go on to do anything for today, I want to say a very big thank you to Chris Carter for holding it down whilst I was away. I mean, I've missed you guys so much. It feels good to be back home to actually rock you and rock with you for the chat. I'm super excited to be here. I mean, I love to do this every single Saturday. I bring you something that's happening in the entertainment space, some entertainment, some good live band music, and today is going to be no exception. Today is going to be another beautiful live band session. I mean, you've wondered why live Afro music is such a growing thing or such an acceptable culture in Europe. Yeah, today we'll be talking more about it and we'll get to know what is actually happening. And then they're also bringing what happens in Germany to Accra. So it will be happening very soon. So make sure when I give you the details, you go for that event. Today, I have actually the Native Afrik Band right here in the studio with us to give us some beautiful performances. Then later in the show, we'll have a conversation with Kula Perry. Yeah, streetwear. If I come back from the break, yeah, and you see me not wearing this, but dripping in some nice, beautiful streetwear, you should know, yeah, it was proudly brought to you by Kula Perry, and he'll be on set today to have a conversation with him. And then also, we have a new movie coming out from Tiger Studios. It's all porn. Yes. But Ajete Anan is in there, and I'll also be having a conversation with Apusa Akila. Apusa Akila. Yeah, he'll be on set today. We'll be having a beautiful conversation right here on the chat. You can join the conversation on our WhatsApp number 0204447033. I'll be so glad. I mean, I'll be so excited to receive a message from you. Or you can drop a message on all social media platforms with the hashtag #TheChat. Make sure you go on all our social media platforms, Channel 1GH on Twitter. I'll be so glad to receive a message from you. Yeah, I know you're sitting there like, yo, it feels good to be back. I'm super excited to be back. But ladies and gentlemen, let's kick it off with this beautiful, awesome, nice, wonderful performance from Native Afrik Band. Enjoy it.
glorify the hunter. It is time we learn to write our own stories the Afrocentric way. Welcome to Ghana. Akwaba. Wesalo. Zare. Bienvenue. This is Ghana. This is Ghana. A land God himself has blessed. A land of peace. A land of freedom. A land harbored by people of great favor. A cradle of civilization. This is Ghana. This is Ghana. La passata to the mind, acting a soul in my. Can I get the thing out? Can I get the thing out? Can I get the thing out? Things that got in anything I come on it. Can I get the thing out? spread over the sea. Now I belong to you alone. Adore we beso me more. Kasem papa be trap me, mama hunter me. Would on the ramyo. I'm a made and know. I need your love. I need your love. Your love has cast a spell. I'm lost inside the rhythm. Come, let's dance. Come, let's dance all night long. All night long. All night long. All night long. In my whole life I've loved you. None compares to you. I need your love. I need your love. Now listen. Our bodies singling, our hearts fly to the song. Come, let's dance. Come, let's dance all night long. All night long. All night long. All night long. tariore. Tunesuma tariore. Tunesuma tariore. Pakala Nana Noa Biela Ya Bir Pakala Halam Mary Boy Tunesuma Tariore Tunesuma tariore. Tunesuma tariore. Tunesuma tariore. That was a Serbia, the mother's child. sazuzina ibere utan lebetengan utan lucina ibere tandia hukupelu
Over 5 million children have benefited from free SHS. Protect free SHS. Vote Dr. Baumia #1 on the ballot.
While the boys get front row seats to an exciting Premier League game, the girls are next door, catching up on a scenic getaway to the Australian outback. Watching together is always better. That's why DSTV Stream has content for the whole family to enjoy. Families that watch together, bond together.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner.
Feel good. Feel good.
Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
They are the trailblazers, the pioneers, the unsung heroines who break barriers and set new standards.
Hello there, welcome to The Woman in You with me, Zoe Abubeiduado. Now, this is a show that celebrates the extraordinary resilience, strength, and leadership of women everywhere.
From the pioneers in enterprise, politics, and health, their stories are our stories.
I was very satisfied with doing something very little. But when my mother introduced the eggs and I started, it kept me so busy that I had to be there in the morning, afternoon, and evening.
I had been playing around with the different facets of it, and I realized, listen, I'm really onto something. I decided to formalize it, and I formalized it probably after, just navigating the space and doing different things and trying my hand at different things probably played around with it for like a good 5 years before I formalized it.
Be inspired, be empowered, be the woman you were born to be.
Join me, Zoe Abubeiduado, every week on Channel 1 TV as we celebrate these women who inspire, empower, and lead by example. It's time to celebrate the woman in you.
The Woman in You with Zoe airs Sundays at 6 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
The 5 kg of rice has moved from 25 cedis to 165. Oh.
Hey! Boss, cement moved from 24 cedis to 105 cedis now.
Hey! The kenke is 5 cedis. The fish, I have 10, 15, and 20 cedis. Which one do you want?
Hey!
Stop the A.
Hey!
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
You're welcome back to the chat right here on Channel 1, the TV. I'm super excited to be having this where I nearly missed it because I'm too excited about this. Yeah, my name is Ekow Koomson. Confirm on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with a double N. Like we love to do it on the chat. This is where entertainment lives. This is where we love to talk about everything entertainment. Did you love the Native Afrique band? Ladies and gentlemen, I have 3 handsome gentlemen with me here in studio, and they are going to tell us all about the Native Afrique band, and then also how is it that they are traveling the world with the Frafra language? Because most people feel like language is very important. If you don't sing in English, nobody is going to listen to you. But this band is traveling the world with the Frafra language. We'll delve deeper into that. And you saw the white man in there, or the European, let's put it that way, in there, who was also playing, the ladies who were singing along and actually blowing the trumpets. I love everything about it. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the chat. How are you guys doing? And you are doing this good.
Yeah.
What actually inspired you to put these people together and say, okay, I'm forming this band and it's going to be something that's happening?
Practically in my music life, I've been playing with multinationals for a very long time, so it's like a continuation.
A continuation of something that you've already been enjoying. Do you remember some of the people you've played with back then, before you formed this band?
Yeah, quite a long number of people.
Okay.
Alain Marie,
Mm.
Shaggy, like there's a saxophonist called Shaggy, was
Okay.
a Nigerian.
Okay.
Some from Central African Republic, Ivorians, Senegalese.
Mm.
Yeah, so.
Wow. So.
And some from people from France as
Okay.
well. So
Okay. It brings it home.
Yeah.
I think this is why Emmanuel and I get along so well.
Oh, really?
Because we've both played very internationally with many musicians, and we both love music from all over Africa also.
Oh, so how many people have you played with so far? Do you remember?
Oh, I mean, no, it would be too hard to say right now, but I have also played with Malians, Senegalese, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia. So,
now, Nick, for you, what is it about African music that draws you this close? How many years have you been playing with African bands?
I fell in love with African music really about 15 years ago. So when I was in my 20s, and it was because I was interested in where blues and jazz came from.
Okay.
And as I was studying the origins of blues and jazz, and it led me to Africa. And here I am.
Wow, so you've been playing with African bands for 15 years now.
Approximately, yeah, something like that.
Wow, man, that's really, really good. Now, what goes into like the formation of your music? Because your music is not really, I didn't understand anything you were singing, let me be very honest, but I loved it. What is it about Native Africa that makes people love it in as much as they don't understand it? And anybody can take it, actually.
Okay, so practically, I do a lot of stuffs from my country, the origin. So the basic patterns and the language is from my country. And the embellishments are the jazz and other influences that we bring together to create this piece. Yeah.
So that's why you are, because one of the things I was listening, when I was listening to one of the things I was hearing is that you were playing some consistent sequence, but then you were singing over it. So at the back, you feel like you're listening to jazz, but then there is vocals over it. Now, Mr. Tamaklo, what actually do you do with the band? Because I didn't see you singing. No. You know, you were in the background, but you're a member of the band. What actually do you do with the band?
Well, I am like the one coordinating.
Okay, you're the coordinator of the band.
Of this collaboration.
Okay.
Between Native Africa and the German musicians.
Oh, okay.
Because Emmanuel reached out to me.
Okay.
Yeah, but before I left here, I used to work with Ghanaian Times and Weekly Spectator.
Okay.
Arts writer. So Emmanuel reached out to me and said, Alfred, please, can you put together some European musicians so we can work with them? So I reached out to a friend who is a common friend of mine and Nick, and asked him, because he had a band in Germany, Berlin, and played together with Nick. So he linked me to Nick, and his name is Max Weissensfeld.
Okay.
He is also a musician, drummer, a German, moved his studio from Germany, Berlin to Kumasi.
Oh.
And since 2018, Ghanaian bands, bringing them over to Europe to tour.
Every year?
Every year.
Okay.
Big tours, big festivals. He's doing a great job. So he linked me to Nick, and then I discussed the idea with Nick. Nick said, yeah, I like the idea, let's go for it. And I told Nick and Emmanuel, I think we should bring in some lady horn players to give the band a gender balance, you know. And they agreed, and then we talked to Nick, and then Nick got us
the ladies.
Beautiful ladies.
Oh man, I was really impressed and excited. Let me put it that way. Not really impressed, but excited when I saw, you know, the ladies on their horns, because you know there is this stereotype that horns is for men. You know, is a male thing, it's a male dominant thing. But to see ladies who are playing horns to this perfection, level of perfection, I was really, really excited about that. But Nick, what is it about African Afro bands, right, that excel so much in Europe? What is it about the Europeans, or is it about Europeans loving the band, or is it about the band performing well to Europeans?
It's, you know, it's a fascinating question. There's, you know, I would say that at the root of a lot of music that we listen to in Europe, I mean, we live in Berlin. Berlin is the center, or one of the centers, of techno and electronic culture, electronic musical culture. And what is the rhythmic basis of modern techno and electronic dance music? It's Africa. It's African rhythm, right? Is what is at the basis of what people are dancing to in the clubs. And so for me, often people get maybe a little older, right? They maybe grow up a little bit from the club times, and they get more and more interested in where the music came from. And yeah, you know, people know Pat Thomas, they know Ebo Taylor, as they get interested in this music, and so that's why these bands like Kwashibu Area Band or Saint-Tropez are touring Europe, and people are loving it because they recognize the rhythmic feeling, but now it's a live band playing it, and so they go crazy. They dance like nuts when they see this music.
Wow!
Even if they don't understand the language.
Even if they don't understand, they'll still dance to it because it's forming the basis for it.
Yeah.
But how is it then, Mr. Tabaklo, and you? How is it then that when you come home to Ghana or to Africa, the band culture seems to be like on the back foot, if I put it that way? You know, it's not at the forefront as it ought to be, it's at the back foot. What is actually contributing to that?
Yeah, well, if we look at other African countries, it's a different story. If you look to the Sahelian, Senegal, Mali, Gambia, you know, Niger, when they are out there, you know, their people love it, back home as well. If you go to South Africa, Kenya, Zimbabwe, they go crazy with their music. When you come home to Ghana, my observation is, you know, people like the music, but the reaction to the music is not the same. You know, I have lived in Europe for a while, for nearly 3 decades now. You know, when I arrived in Europe, I've been to many festivals. You know, there were very, very, very few Ghanaian bands
that were playing there.
Playing festival, big festival. You always see other African countries, you know, coming over, and I ask myself, what's wrong? You know, so, I mean, we have the talent in Ghana, abundant talent, but we need to organize. You know, we need to organize, create the music with our own. You know, which the European or Americans or whoever wants to listen to. Music is a universal language.
Yeah, I really like that. Now, tomorrow, something beautiful, something big is happening. The first ever African-German collaboration happening right here in Accra. And we call it the African-German Music Festival. I see Edith Steyer, right?
Yeah.
Steyer, the native of Freak. I see you, Nick. Oh, Edith Steyer, the lady that played the saxophone.
Exactly.
Okay, West Coast, Ibusia, Yelgat. Okay, she also played the trumpet.
Yeah.
And then we have Mr. Brown. Why did you guys decide to put together something like this for Ghanaians, especially people living in Accra?
Well, I would say Germany has been a big help to Ghanaian music. You know, during the revolution days, there were curfews. Germany was open, had an open door to Ghanaians traveling to Germany. And a lot of musicians went there. George Darkon, Sometimer, Bob Fisher, Bob Fisher, Lidodu, you know,
Nane Champon.
That was later. Ekow Alabi Savage. This bass player, Kari is his name.
Yeah, Ralph Kari. His son, Frank Kari.
You know, and they make hits there. So Germany has been a good, you know, help to Ghanaian development of Ghanaian music. You know, and they took it to another level when they arrived. You know, so so this is just a continuation
of what has been happening over.
And luckily, I did not have to learn High Life in the last week because I was playing it in Berlin. that Alfred has been talking about.
That's really, really good. Now, Nick, somebody is sitting at home watching us right now. What should they expect tomorrow when they make their way to the +233 Jazz Bar and Grill? You know, pay some good money, sit down. What should they expect? Are you going to give us more than we've seen today?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, the band is going to be about twice as large.
Oh, okay.
There's the horn. There are going to be 6 to 7 horns, keyboards, another guitar, fantastic percussionist, really one of the best that I've heard playing percussion. So I'm also very excited to hear West Coast Ebusa is a fantastic Ghanaian band. So. And Emmanuel's repertoire is really diverse. Like you heard today, it starts really in the folkloric elements of the traditional instruments, going through classic high life sounds, up to this faster tempo dance band sounds, some burger high life, like a lot of different styles. Because Emmanuel is, like I said, he's like me. He's a historian.
Likes to explore
of African music also. Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Now, Emmanuel, tell someone. What is happening tomorrow? Where is it happening? Any price they need to pay or amount they need to pay to be able to get in, and promise them they are going to give them something beautiful for tomorrow.
Okay. So tomorrow it's happening at +233 Jazz Bar and Grill. The time is 7:30 p.m. prompt, and then the rate is 100 cedi. 100
cedis, okay.
Yeah, and then trust me.
I don't need to hear trusting.
It's going to be a great night.
This lineup is one of the best in the country.
Wow.
Yeah, trust me. Each and every musician and its own vibe. And trust me, you wouldn't, that money probably after you decide, no, the gate fee was too cheap. Let me drop more money. Yes, I have to add on,
So tickets are going to be sold at the gate?
Yes, at the gate.
So you cannot get it before the event?
No, it's at the gate.
It's at the gate.
Yes.
All right. So ladies and gentlemen, people you want to say thank you to before we go, who have supported you to make this happen?
Well, I want to say a big thank you to the German business delegation in Ghana, because they are having the German Days, and this is part of that event. So we are grateful for the collaboration from their part. We are grateful to +233 Jazz Bar and Grill for giving us the platform. And we are thankful to all the musicians who have come all the way from Germany, and native African musicians, dedicated, committed. So it's going to be wonderful tomorrow.
Man, I know it's going to be a beautiful time tomorrow.
And some management members who are not around. Joshua, Julius the engineer is also a management member. And Joshua, who is sitting at home watching us right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Joshua.
so there's a whole lot of a good array of people who have been supportive. And
Nick.
And speaking for the Europeans, I would say we want to thank Native Africa for working so hard to get us here. They really funded this trip themselves.
Wow.
So we are very, very honored to be here, and the hospitality has been exceptional.
Have we tried any Ghanaian food?
What have I had?
To that boy. He is going to give you some really good pickup lines. Like, I was losing myself listening to him. Where did you get that boy, by the way?
He's in Takoradi, where I live.
Oh.
No, let me tell you the truth.
Okay.
I've been looking for this guy for over a year now.
Wow.
I saw him play at a carnival, and I was just passing, and I heard the boy play. Okay. So this year, I actually saw a lead guitarist, and I told him, I'm looking for a boy who played at a carnival last year. He says, oh, he's my brother. Then I said, please, give him his number.
And that's it?
Yes.
And he's a member of
what's his name?
What's his name?
Patrick.
Patrick.
He's Patrick.
Patrick what?
Afeni.
Patrick Afeni, Charlie. Good job, man.
And I've forgotten something. There's another artist here, Okori. She is also helping with vocals and part of the collaboration. She is one of the topmost artists here. So I'd want to also say thank you to Okori for supporting us.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect. Make sure tomorrow you are there. +233 Jazz Bar and Grill. 100 Ghana cedis, you get to go in there. Show starts at 7 p.m. Man, it's going to be such a blockbuster time. I just can't wait to actually experience what is going to happen tomorrow at the +233 Jazz Bar and Grill. Ladies and gentlemen, let's check out these two music videos, one from Black Sheriff and the other one from Stoneboy, before I come back and have more conversation right here on the chat.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working how?
Who's that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be Football Made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen, Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Complete this rhyme. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
How are you working how?
Who's that?
Welcome to The Point of View.
Welcome to Face to Face on Channel 1 Television.
And hello, welcome to What the Papers Are Saying.
This be Football Made in Ghana. It be the only pidgin show where it day on your screen, Channel 1 TV.
Thank you so much.
Some people are late. You know, they have to catch up. City TV is now Channel 1 TV. You understand?
This is Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Back to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. If you want to enjoy more of those music videos, ladies and gentlemen, go to their YouTube pages and go enjoy the music videos. But right now, or right about now, I have one legend. I don't think he would love for me to call him a legend, but for me, he is a legend. I mean, I remember very well when I was very young and I used to watch him on screen and you know, your parents will be advising you, don't be like this guy, don't be like... But today, I have the opportunity to sit right next to him and actually have a conversation with him. But before I introduce my guest, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy this movie thriller called Pawn.
Freeze!
Another chess piece.
What you gonna do?
You're welcome back. So now you have a fair idea of the man I'm going to talk to. Ladies and gentlemen, Ajete Anand, a.k.a. Apusha.
Yeah, man.
Do you miss that character though?
Miss? Not necessarily. I mean, well, YOLO, for anything, YOLO keeps it going. Because it's still the same character, just matured and older, you know. So maybe miss the company that we had in the beginning where we lived free. We didn't think of the paycheck and all that, you know. It was just focusing on the art and just making it. You know, as the best as we could, and so that was it. And we didn't have much responsibilities then. You know, most of us were students and in school, so you know, not much to be worried about. So I miss that.
You miss that, you know, like not having to care about the money. I mean, the amount of money I get is not really was not at the forefront of what you were doing.
Not at all at the time. Yeah.
Wow, but now the money is.
Oh yeah, it's a serious issue.
Anyways, but you've been doing this for over 2 decades now, being on screen.
Right.
People have known you for over 2 decades now. Doesn't it ever get tiring for you where you're like, man, I think I've been on TV for too long. I need to retire and go be at the back of everything and, you know, just watch it from there.
I mean, there's always the danger that you can be tired and you know, a number of things could contribute to that. But, you know, once you know that there's that potential, what you do is, how do you, one of the questions that I always ask myself, how do I stay relevant? Because that's where the thrill will be, that I'm not the same. How do I even embrace the changed times, the new generation, and how they go about what they do, and even technology. It was very difficult for me to get onto social media when it came in. I thought it was too fast. It was too like, what is this, you know? And it took a friend who like, Charlie, you have to be on there if you're going to stay in here, because these are the times. And so I'm like, you know what? Let me just embrace this and get to know about it and see how I can, you know, maximize that new age, you know. So it's pretty much, you know, how you reinvent yourself, how you'd want to always grow and keep learning. And so that doesn't make it boring.
Yeah, but how have you actually been deliberate about staying relevant?
Yeah.
How have you done this? Because when I hear Ajete Anand, it's still like that character lives in my head rent-free, especially the pusher character. It lives in my head rent-free. But then again, you play different roles too, and you excel at it. So how have you stayed relevant over this long period of time?
I think one of the key guides has been, you know, when I ask myself how the key to being successful, I mean, itself lies in the word key. You know, so for example, you say, keep educating yourself. And so that's what I tell myself.
Oh, that's the word key.
Yeah.
Keep educating yourself.
Exactly. And if you get to the point where you feel that you've arrived, then you start your downhill, you know, journey. And so for me, I learn. And it doesn't matter who you are. You may have maybe your first week, you know, having your first major feature film, but you carry some uniqueness that I may not have. Because, you know, we're all unique. And so as you come into the space, I'm observing you, I'm looking at, how, you know, easy it is, or the flair you have in putting up a smile or a tilt of the neck or something. And I'm like, okay, let me borrow this and add it to mine. You know, so
pick up from different people at different points in time.
You know, add my own twist to it and then make it, you know, resonate with me. And then because once it resonates with me, then people can also see that and resonate as well. So that's one of the things. I never stop learning.
All right. Now, we are seeing a very critical relationship between you and Lynx Entertainment. What is going on here? Because, you know, people are like, Ajete Anand and Lynx and Tygon Studios. I mean, can you tell us more about that? Are you now signed on to Lynx?
Oh yeah, for the past 3 years, they've been my management. They've managed me, and so that's on that level where we